Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And okay, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Here is our updated 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. Again, remember, whatever happens in Bitcoin happens to the market of currency, of cryptocurrency. As we explained at the end of our last video, this is the 4-hour. We should have received a bigger bounce than this, but what did we see? Price break through that sword point, which was about right here, which is why I deleted it. It's not there anymore because we should have had a bump. Look at this. June 21st, all the way to June 27th. On a 4-hour chart, price should have bounced on that point a lot further than it did. We should be up here by now. But right now, we're actually underneath that sword point. So that tells me either there's another sword point around this line, but even then, it's just cutting right through. Price is not acknowledging that. That is severe weakness. Okay. The other thing, again, the major points up here, if I was just borrowing this line for just a second, if I was drawing this, we have all of this from May 7th all the way down to June. And then we bounced, and then we came up, came to this line, bounced up, went up. Okay, where was the point? Where was the sword point? Sword point was right here. So if price sat on its own line, we should have gone up higher. Instead, we came to its low. The only thing we have going for us right now is what? The previous low. And even that, we broke through on a 4-hour chart. Okay, so normally we would see price sit on this line, come up, and go back into the range, but we're staying at this low. So either price is building, and it's going to go up, or it's weak. And what do we use to measure to know if it's weak or not? Well, we use all of that data. How did price react at this bottom? It's reacted weak, very, very weak. We're cutting through. And I showed you in our last video on how much weakness was in this area. Now, I was originally expecting price to go up here. I'm not, first we made three calls. We went down, we went up, and then we went down. But the up point that I had for that second marker was up here. We made our first down. We made this money. I made that money too. Now I'm in a buy position. I'm making money going up. But after that video, I had to redo my own analysis because look at the weakness. I think we're actually going to come up to 34, and that's it. We can use this last bounce points. We can use them as a timing, and I'll show you how to do that projection real quick. We're going to take this swing core to core. Okay, I'm going to make that a solid line. Change that to a friendly color, and we're going to clone that line. Sorry. And we put it up here. Swing point, and then we just put the line at the top of those, between those lines. Price can come up to here, and where do these lines intersect? They intersect about this point on the 12th of July. If price didn't hit those first, a lot of times price will come up here, hit a line, then stop down here. That happens a lot. If we were doing this, so that's one projection you can look at it. The other one we can look at is if we're drawing wick to wick. I'm drawing these lines accurately. Then I take that line, we're going to delete that one, and then I clone this, which I taught you guys how to do this in the last video. And then you can also put this wick to wick, or you can put it core to core. I've seen this happen too, where price is reacting to these wicks, and you just take the wicks and you draw them on the core. Here, I put that line right there, okay? By core, if you're just tuning in, I mean this area, the highest it goes and comes back down, that's called a core, the core of that line. And I drove those wick to wick, and then I placed it on the core. And what does that give me? It gives me another time when these lines intersect. What is that? July 11th. Where you see these lines intersect, as I always teach, they act like magnets. Price is drawn to these points. I've seen price hover, 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 and wait to an intersect and then come up and spike it. It does this all the time. So we found these 2 points from our, our last video. 34,000, that's a safe range for me. I'm gonna watch what happens tonight, but if price hits this 34,828, I'm gonna be looking to sell if I see major weakness on the volume. I'm already putting the arrow up here because there's already severe weakness appearing on the chart, and I don't see the strength yet. The only thing that has some going for us is some daily support, but it's not strong. It's not strong. Okay, we're going down. Is this the beginning of the final crash? I was hoping we get to 37 and then crash. Now I'm almost very certain we're going to 34, 30, 30, 34, 2, 38, 34, 828 and crash. And look, we already almost hit that. Okay, we'll be paying attention to the volume. You can always turn on your volume. If you are looking to add volume to your indicators, you can always click on the FX button here at the bottom. Okay, that's this button right here at the bottom. Okay, down here. Okay, click on that. Go to built-in. You can see all kinds of indicators for any kind of technical analysis trading you may use, or your style. Again, our style with the sword method is just basically drawing, and I have one other indicator which I'll get to in another lesson. But we click on volume. You can hold it down and add it to your favorites, and then it'll show up. I use MACD, but I use MACD in a different way than other people use it. Okay, and then you'll get some volume. Okay, you can change your settings. Your volume may actually look different, but the white volume means it was an up bar. Red volume means it was a down bar. That's all it really means. Okay, and volume is activity. So if I start seeing no demand in this area, which we're already seeing price going up and volumes coming down. So it's like a car going uphill. You take your foot off the gas. How long is that going to go uphill? If your foot's off the gas, somebody may just look at the tools and say, "Wow, this car is going up." But the truth is it really, or is it just coasting? The game is already over. If the driver took his foot off the pedal, that car may be going up, but are we really going up? No, you're just using the own momentum it has. Okay, so pay attention to these things. Pay attention to these levels. We'll be for people in our chart room. You'll be able to see these levels all the day. I'm always paying attention to these charts, always. And I post updates morning and in the evening, sometimes around 5 to 6 a.m. And then we post some more updates in the evening around 7 to 8 p.m. in the night. If any changes happen during the day, I'll post updated changes. As of today, where we for our second wave, you'll see that this is the second wave. This was our original projection when we began that up move. Now I've moved it down here after doing today's video. Okay, so pay attention to today's video. Learn a lot. Watch it. I challenge everyone to watch it. This is the kind of the quick version of what's happening with price. Again, we're going up to these levels, I believe, in this range for just a brief time, and then we're going back down, and I believe it will be the final crash. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.